that is the intro to Hey Hey Daddy Blues, and we're just going to do the intro in this part one of this lesson, and I will run through how that goes. Now, it starts off with a unique type of bass line. I don't know if I've heard anyone else in country blues ever play what I would call a reverse bass line at the very beginning of the tune. It's not just the only tune where he does this. He appears to do that in his intro to Black Dog Blues as well. And I'm sure he does it in other tunes, but at the moment we'll just concentrate on what's going on. Instead of having a normal 6/4/6/4 pattern on the bass, we use a pickup note. So end 1 on the beat. So what we have there is basically an alternating bass line in reverse. So that first one just being a pickup note. What we got here, that's all there is on the treble. So the timing of that, to get that right, would be and 1 and 2 and 3 4. Okay. That's all there is in the bass. So what we have there basically is the first bass note on the pickup, and on the 1 we do a pinch. So it's an open D string and the high G note on the first string. And then we go into his little signature lick. And that I play the first note with the thumb, so I go down to the third string, play the open G. Again, I use the thumb to play the next note, is the A note on the second fret of the G string, or the third string. And you can play the C, high C there, on with your thumb as well, or you can use your index finger or middle finger, it's up to you. I think it's easier just to get those first 3 with the thumb. Get a nice even sound that way. And then we catch the high E. I use my middle finger for that. And then same finger. We do a little bend that D note up. Not all the way up to the next half tone. We basically say 2/3 of up to that note. So, and then we catch with the index finger the open G string. So we got, and then a pinch. We pinch the 4th and 2nd strings. No notes fretted there. With a little finger, using my middle finger for that one. And then we pinch the 2 C notes together, the bass and the high C. Okay, so what we're up to now is and then it's just a simple, we pinch again, but this time we're playing the high G note as well. G7. So typical little Blake chromatic, short chromatic run there. I think he uses the G in the bass, if I remember correctly. We hit the, go from there. So we play that F note twice, or the flat 7th if you prefer. And an open D with the thumb, and then we hit this C note again. So we go from this time we're playing the bass C and the open E on the first string. To the G. I hope you can pick that up. So you don't have to do a pinch there if you don't want to. It sounds fine just going. Just alternating from the C to a G, G7 to a full G. Okay, that's the first half of it, so we're up to. Okay, there's a little bit of variation. You don't have to play this exactly note for note. So as long as we've got the feel and the sound pretty close, nobody's really going to know the difference. Brings me into the second part of the intro, where we do a little bass thing here on the C to the B note, and they're the okay. Two bass notes. Catch that. This is a treble note run. Okay. Hope you can pick that up. Into a B flat 7. We do those first 3 notes with the thumb, and we catch that F sharp with the middle or the index finger. So we go. I sometimes don't play it exactly the same with my right hand. Main thing is that you get all the notes. So. Plenty of ways you can actually play that. Most people might prefer to do it that way with the thumb. Okay. A little brush. To a G7 with a G bass. Okay. So we get the right hand. another quick little thing with the D. Try to get at least 3 of those strings with that brush. It's a really short, sharp brush, which gives you that Blake feel, that bouncy feel we've got. That type of thing. So let's go through that little section again. And we repeat the same thing here. And that's the end of it. Then we go straight into the verse, which is and so forth. We'll go through that in another video, the next one I'll do. So, to wrap this up, I'll play it very slowly from the beginning, and then I'll try and play it at a normal tempo. Okay, to do it really slow now. Sorry, I'll do that again. Okay, there's a couple of little mistakes I'm making there, but one more time, even slower. Okay. Okay, so that is the intro. I hope that I've made that clear enough and easy enough for you to follow without using tablature. Tablature is nice, but if you can't put it, it's not all the be all and end all. If you can read tablature, that's great, and I think you need to learn, to be honest. But you also should be able to pick up what's going on just by listening and watching and going through every section of this nice and slow. So from the beginning, just practice that. Okay, that is the very opening of that intro. So we get each section right. Until you get it right, then that means you can play it at normal tempo. Through every little section of that. you know, if you've got to that stage where you can pick this up, the rest of the tune shouldn't be too much of a problem. Probably the trickiest bit in it is just playing the triplets while you've got the alternating bass. That sort of thing.